Great win, tough first opponent. We're going to have a lot of teams like that on the schedule that may not be the marquee names, so to speak, that our fans may know, but that's a program that won 23 games last year, won 20 the year before. They've got some talent. They're well coached. They made some crazy shots at the end. But we did a really good job of adjusting. We didn't know what they would do defensively. We prepared for zone. It was a little bit different than what we were going over, and we adjusted well. We started throwing the ball inside, moving the ball side to side. So a lot of good things. And then I thought House and Mash made big-time plays at the end. I thought Donovan Denton, Jay Allen Tovar, and even KJ were terrific off the bench. So was Barima. So it was a great team win. Great to be back in this building. The fans were awesome. And I think it's going to be a great learning experience when we watch the film.
Obviously, you guys tried to get physical, tried to get big, you did all that. And in the end, it was still the guards that kind of had to carry you because it looks like, correct me if I'm wrong, you guys don't quite yet have a feel for how to maybe use the big guys because you didn't have them last year.
Well, and
just the foul trouble.
Yeah, and they were in matchup zone, so that probably threw us off a little bit. We didn't have any film on them, so it wasn't your standard man-to-man. It was a start zone, go man, so that was a little bit of what caught us off rhythm. Second half, we started to realize we got to throw the ball to Morris. Now what Morris needs to learn is you don't always have to shoot it. Now you can kick it out. You can get other guys' shots. But I thought, again, kind of to your point, House and Mash, when we needed to, stepped up and made really big plays. And that's what veterans who've played in this building and played in the system do. So I thought we settled in offensively much better in the second half. But it was hard to coach in the first half with all that foul trouble.
I just talked to Mash about the adversity that you faced tonight and how it helped you. What's your outlook on that?
I told our guys winning is hard, and now that we haven't arrived, but we have a little bit of a rep. I think people know that we're better than last year, and we've got some nice pieces, and we'll be picked a little bit higher in the Mountain West. So you go from the hunted type mentality, and it's just totally different. And I think Southern Utah thought if we can win that game, that's going to be big. So our guys have to know there's not going to be any easy games. And I've said it over and over again, the schedule, the average number of wins is 21 in the non-conference for the teams that we're playing. So it was really good. We built a lead. They came back, cut it close, pulled away again, made some big plays.
Free throw shooting, I guess it kind of is what it is. I don't know if you have any thoughts on how poor you guys were, especially in the first half.
I don't take credit for House shooting 88% last year, and I don't take blame for him missing 4 free throws, honestly. I said to him, what the hell's wrong with your free throw shooting? And he said, my finger hurts. And I'm like, well, you scored 23 points. Seemed like you were fine. So I don't know what it is. We made a lot of them last year. So we made them when it counted. Now Josiah's got to be a little bit better. Morris got to obviously be better. And I don't know if Donovan right away in that environment is going to be knocking down big free throws just yet.
So I know they made a bunch of big shots and 55 just couldn't miss. But how did you feel about your team just defensively overall?
It was like Papa shot. He was like banking them in. He had like 3 banks. I've never seen that before. I was like, my goodness. I thought we were really good in the first half. Terrific. Foul trouble hurt us a little bit. They started taking some crazy threes, and we didn't get long rebounds. But I thought the beginning was a really good look at it. We just need to sustain that defensive intensity and that physicality for 40 minutes.
And going off the defense, coach, it looks like they outscored you guys in the paint 36-30. Would you attribute that to foul trouble, or what would you say happened?
Probably rebounding a little bit. And, I think we weren't getting the ball into the paint enough in the first half. I thought the second half we did a much better job. Offensively, shooting 48%, 53% in the second half was really good. We lost our poise a little bit at the end. KJ should have pulled the ball out. Morris didn't guard a kid. He shot a crazy shot, but we got to press up and do that. But offensively, scoring 89 is pretty good. We just we didn't guard some of those long shots the whole game.
Just what's your key takeaway from tonight going into South Alabama? What do you want your team to
just you don't know what to expect early. Scouting isn't really in play. You don't have a lot of film. Teams are going to throw a lot at you. You've got to be able to adjust to playing in a system different than what you've been going against with us for the last couple months. So then it just comes down to a lob in transition for Jay Allen Tovar or a steal, just like little things. That's what's going to win you games because we just don't know right now what's coming. But it was a great win. Awesome playing in the pit with no mask mandates, vaccine mandates. It's fun to have everybody back, see everybody's smiling faces. So we'll take tomorrow off and learn from it. I mean, I don't get too high and I don't get too low after all these games. It's just another opportunity to grow and get better.
And you talked about Morris's, physicality. But I mean, early in the second half, it looked really good. Did we see a glimpse of what he could do? And at Spurs, he definitely looked really good.
Yeah, second half, we put an emphasis on throwing the ball down in there, and we didn't do that much last year, hardly ever. And so I think if the fives and the fours can embrace that and play off each other. Morris one time had a high-low. We hit him, threw over the top to Jay. That's what we've been working on a bunch and drilling it a bunch. It's hard to guard. So that's the highest percentage shot. Right around the rim is the highest percentage shot. So keep chipping away at it. And like I said earlier, now you got to be a passer. If they trap you and they slap down, now you get guys open shots.
Time for one more with Coach.
Two quick ones.
No, I don't have time for that.
Sebastian, is he going to play Friday? They got a big center.
You've already scouted South Alabama. Nice. I don't know. We thought he was going to play today, and then he rolled his ankle yesterday in practice. So I'd say day to day. I don't know. What's your second?
Jay Allen Tovar, he gets technical really early, but did he seem to handle it maybe a little better than sometimes last year after that?
Baby steps to Jay. Great improvement though. I thought he rebounded better. That moment got him a little bit. I don't know if it was a huge deal, but we've talked a lot about it. Especially him and House are the two that last year let the emotions get the best of them a little bit. But I told them we have a plus-minus system, and if you get a technical, you get a -5, and you got to run it off. So Jay will be running it off on Wednesday. But I thought he rebounded very, very well, and I was really proud of his effort.
Coach.
Yes, sir. Go ahead.
Defensive intensity. Would you think it seems there's more energy than last year?
Well, the personnel has changed, which helps. We've brought in defensive-minded guys. We were a very, very incomplete team last year. A lot of those guys were playing major minutes. I took Jalen House out for a long time in the second half, and I thought because he was fresh at the end, I thought it really helped. I wasn't able to do that last year. So the bench is a great teacher. It's a great motivator. But our guys know offensively we can score. I think we've shown that. But if we don't guard and rebound, we're not going to get to where we want to get to. So it was better. It just wasn't better for 40 minutes. All right.
You had chances to put them away.
Mhm.
That seemed like. Did you get the same sense that maybe you had some chances that you didn't take advantage of?
Definitely. I mean, they were a team that we knew wanted to get up a lot of threes, and we knew that there were going to be long rebounds, but we weren't able to get those second chance points. I mean, those rebounds. They were able to get some second chance points and second chance opportunities. So we just got to clean those up, hitting bodies and just being more physical. But, I'm happy with our performance tonight.
You just talked to, you don't have to say you agree with them or disagree, but a lot of fouls. And, do you think that kind of maybe messed up you guys' rhythm a little bit early?
I mean, we try not to worry about the officiating. I mean, we know that there's going to be some bad calls, some good calls. So, we just try to just play basketball and just play through it. Emotions are high in a game. So, a lot of things can be said. People might agree with a call, might not, but we just got to keep playing. We really not worried about that.
It was the first time going at it kind of for real tonight. How did it feel as far as team chemistry, as far as your stamina, playing the game, playing the game speed?
Yeah, it felt amazing. It was good to just get back, get running with these guys. You know what I'm saying? I know CSU Preble is just exhibition, but it felt good to have a real one under our belt. We got 30 more opportunities, and we're just gonna go back to the drawing board, get better, and prepare for South Alabama.
The adversity you faced tonight, their toughness, how does that help you immediately?
It helps us tremendously immediately. We know we're going to face some teams in the non-conference that are tough. Every team we play in the non-conference has either been top 3 in their league or won their league. So we know we're gonna have to come ready to play and be tough because those teams are gonna be really tough. So I mean,
Did you expect that kind of game?
definitely. I mean, definitely. I mean, they're a good team. They're a good team. We definitely expected it. I think we're gonna expect it from all the teams we play, all the teams. So we just gotta be ready for sure.
Morris got going really good in the second half too. How nice was it feeding off of him too? Finally, like game speed.
It was great. No, it was great. He's a great player, great big, sets great screens, and can really finish. He didn't really finish as well as he probably thought he should have, but I know he's gonna have games where he's gonna be a force, a major force. So I'm happy about that.
Do you talk to him, Josiah, Rima, even like when they're in foul trouble early in the game,
Mhm.
and they started defending like they were guys in foul trouble? You can kind of see them backing off.
Yeah.
Do you have to talk to them and remind them anything, or do you just kind of let them get it themselves?
I mean, as a leader, you try to, talk to your guys and just be as positive as possible. So, I mean, like I said earlier, emotions are going to be high in the game when it comes to fouls and calling fouls and how we feel towards the refs and stuff like that. So, just staying level-headed and just staying even keel, and knowing that, the refs are humans too. Like, they're going to mess up calls. It's just like we're going to turn the ball over. So, it's just nothing different.
And Jamal, this is first game of the season. You said it felt good, and kind of even going off just kind of being a leader and stuff. Do you feel like there was a little first game jitters kind of getting out for the rest of the team in the first half?
I don't think so, honestly. I think we got all of our jitters out in like the exhibition Pueblo game. I think just in the first half we just weren't making shots, and that's gonna happen. So, and then we ended up picking up in the second half. So I think all the pregame jitters are out. We're ready to go now. Yeah.
And then, especially in the first half, it seemed like you guys were really hitting the boards. You guys were getting second, third chances. How does it feel like knowing that you can put up a shot and there's a good chance if you miss?
Mhm.
I mean, you want to make every shot, but
Right.
if you miss, there's a good chance your teammates can pick it up and you guys are going to another shot.
No, it's great. I mean, it gives us more opportunities, more possessions, and just more opportunities to score for everybody, for all five of us on the court. So it's important for us to get those second chance points and from our bigs who are very good at that and convert. So yeah.
How y'all doing?
KJ had 9 points off the bench tonight.
You guys got pushed back a little bit, maybe more than some fans thought. Did you expect them to be, I guess, in it till the end like they were?
I mean, you never know what to expect in a basketball game. It's a good coach team, so they played hard. You know what I mean? We shouldn't have let it come that close, but I wasn't expecting that.
So you shouldn't have let it get that close. What would you attribute them hanging around as long as they did?
Rebounds, second chance points. That was crazy, but that's what happens in basketball. We gotta get better at it. It was obvious.
I mean, I know this is game one with these two big guys, but I can't imagine, based on what you've seen Morris do since he got here over the summer, I can't imagine he's gonna have too many more one rebound games.
Nah, Morris is talented. He's real physical and aggressive, and that can hurt him at times when he gets in foul trouble early. We need him on the court. Like, really, you could see it. When he's out there, he's a force. So for him to be out there, he just needs to understand you're very valuable to his team. Just know what you're doing and go get those rebounds to help us win.
And then on the other side of that, since we're talking about Morris, 14 points, though, you see what he can do and how he's going to be able to help his team. So that's why I guess you guys have to keep getting him the ball in the post like you didn't have to all last year. You didn't have someone in the post to feed it to. You guys have to work on doing that a little more this year, I would assume.
We have the offense. We recruited some very good bigs, but it's just the defense part that's going to bring us to that Mountain West championship, top team in this league.
And KJ, you were a plus 16 tonight off the bench. How do you feel like you did contributing in the rotations that you were in tonight?
It's cool. Like, I understand my rotation. We got a deep bench, so we got a lot of guys that can play. But when I feel like I go in there, I know I got to contribute. I just want to play my hardest and whatever I can do to help the team win. I'm grateful.
You talked about having a deep bench. Does that motivate you as well as other guys? I got to perform in practice and in game to get that playing time?
Yeah, you play defense, you're going to be on the court longer. You feel me? You get steals, you rebounding, you taking charges. Obviously, you're going to stay on the court longer. And I know that's a way for me to get some minutes out there. So I know other guys are working on it too. So I'm excited. I'm excited for this team going forward.
You think that competition is pushing this team? Everyone's trying to get better and better, and eventually you guys are just going to win.
Yeah, we got some ball players like on the offensive end. So playing defense against those guys every day in practice, it doesn't do nothing but make us better. So we go really hard at each other in practice. So when we get in the game, it's only right to take it out on the opponent.
How good did it feel to play in front of all those fans? I mean, it just felt like that they were kind of swaying it there in the second half with all the big buckets that you guys were getting.
Yeah, it's cool. I just saw a tweet. We had about 8,000 there, so it felt like a lot more. But you can hear the crowd. They're really dedicated to win in this Lobo basketball program. So we need the fans. It's important.